Have you ever wondered if true happiness could be found not in the company of others, but in the depths of your own solitude? In a world that often measures fulfillment through relationships, there are men who choose a different path, one of living alone, not out of necessity, but by choice. This video delves into the truth about these men, exploring how their decision to live without a woman can lead to profound personal growth and self-discovery. Guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and the insightful psychology of Carl Jung, we'll uncover how solitude can be a powerful catalyst for inner strength and clarity. As Aurelius wisely noted, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In the stillness of living alone, men have the unique opportunity to master their thoughts and, consequently, their lives. Join us as we reveal 3 transformative truths about men who live alone. Truths that might just inspire you to see solitude in a new light. Whether you're on a similar journey or simply seeking to understand, this exploration promises to offer valuable insights into the art of living well, alone. Let's dive into the first truth. Solitude is the forge for inner strength. Close your eyes for a moment and envision a quiet evening, the world outside hushed, and you're alone with nothing but the rhythm of your own breath. No voices to guide you, no distractions to shield you. Just you, your thoughts, and the raw essence of who you are. In this solitude, something powerful happens. Like a blacksmith's forge where fire and hammer shape raw iron into something unbreakable, solitude tempers your spirit, forging an inner strength that no external force can rival. The Stoic philosophers, those timeless guides of human resilience, understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius, a man who ruled an empire yet sought wisdom in solitude, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." To the Stoics, solitude is not a void, but a sacred space where we learn to govern our thoughts and emotions. When a man lives alone, without the comfort of a partner's presence, he must face life's challenges head-on. Every moment of doubt, every pang of loneliness becomes an opportunity to practice self-mastery, to choose courage over despair, and to build a fortress within his mind that no storm can breach. Carl Jung, the visionary psychologist, offers a complementary perspective. He believed that solitude is a gateway to the unconscious, where we confront the hidden parts of ourselves, our fears, our unresolved wounds, our untapped potential. Jung called this process individuation, the journey toward becoming a whole, authentic self. In the quiet of living alone, a man can listen to the whispers of his soul, piecing together the fragments of his identity to emerge stronger and more complete. Solitude, in Jung's view, is not isolation, it's a profound act of self-discovery. To bring this to life, let's consider Nam, a 32-year-old graphic designer who found himself alone after a life-altering career setback. After losing his job, Nam moved into a small apartment far from the bustling social circles he once knew. At first, the silence was daunting, amplifying his fears of failure and uncertainty. But instead of fleeing from it, Nam leaned into his solitude. He began a daily practice of meditation, sitting quietly each morning to observe his thoughts without judgment. He also started journaling, pouring his anxieties and aspirations onto the page. Over months, Nam noticed a shift. The fears that once paralyzed him began to lose their grip. He discovered a quiet confidence, a strength born from knowing he could rely on himself. He even took up photography, capturing the beauty of solitary moments, a sunrise, a deserted street, finding joy in his own company. Nam's solitude didn't break him, It built him into a man who could face the world with unwavering resolve. Seneca, another Stoic sage, reminds us, "Who is brave is free." In solitude, we forge the bravery to stand alone, to trust in our own resilience, and to live free from the need for external validation. This inner strength becomes a foundation, enabling us to navigate life's uncertainties with grace. If you're ready to embrace this truth, here are practical steps to harness solitude's power and build your inner strength. Journaling. Set aside 10 minutes each day to write freely about your thoughts and emotions. This practice helps you process feelings and gain clarity, turning chaos into understanding. Meditation. Begin with 5 minutes of mindfulness daily, focusing on your breath. This calms the mind and strengthens your ability to remain centered amid life's storms. Set personal challenges. Identify a goal, learning a new skill, improving your fitness, or reading a challenging book, and pursue it independently. Each step forward reinforces your self-reliance. Savor solitary pursuits. Engage in activities that bring you joy alone, like reading, walking in nature, or creating art. These moments teach you to find fulfillment within yourself. Solitude is not a sentence, it's a gift. It's the forge where your inner strength is crafted, where you learn to stand tall, not because of who's beside you, but because of who you've become. Embrace it, and you'll discover a resilience that lights the way through any darkness. Let's explore the second truth, freedom to shape your destiny. Picture a morning where the world is yours to command. No schedules to align, no expectations to meet, just the open road of your own ambitions stretching before you. When you live alone, without a partner's presence, you're handed a rare gift, the freedom to shape your destiny. Unshackled from the compromises of a relationship, you can chase your dreams, set bold goals, and craft a life that echoes your deepest desires. This isn't just freedom to choose, it's the power to become the architect of your own future. The Stoic philosophers saw freedom as the heart of a meaningful life. Epictetus, a man who rose from slavery to wisdom, declared, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." And living alone, you can focus on what's within your power, your actions, your thoughts, your aspirations. Without the need to balance a partner's dreams, you can pour your energy into pursuits that light your soul, whether it's starting a business, mastering a craft, or exploring the world. This clarity allows you to steer your life toward a horizon of your own design. Carl Jung, the pioneer of the human psyche, adds a deeper layer. He believed solitude is essential for individuation, the process of becoming your true self. In the quiet of living alone, free from external pressures, you can hear the call of your inner voice, uncovering passions and purposes that might otherwise remain buried. Jung saw this as a journey to wholeness, where you align your life with your authentic essence. Solitude becomes a canvas, and you, the artist, paint a destiny that's uniquely yours. Consider Leo, a 35-year-old office worker who always yearned to travel the world. In a past relationship, he shelved his dreams to prioritize shared plans and financial stability. After choosing to live alone, Leo seized his freedom. He saved diligently, planned a year-long journey across Asia, and documented his adventures through a travel blog. Each step, learning new languages, navigating foreign cultures, shaped him into a man of confidence and purpose. His solitude didn't limit him, it unleashed him to live a life he once only imagined. You can embrace this freedom too. Start by asking, what do I truly want? Write down one goal that excites you, no matter how big. Dedicate an hour each day to a passion project, writing, learning a skill, or planning a venture. Use the autonomy of living alone to focus on long-term dreams like a career change or personal milestone. Let solitude be your ally, giving you the space to act without hesitation. Living alone is your chance to sculpt a destiny that's yours alone. As Epictetus urged, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. In this freedom, you define who you are and build a life that shines with your vision. Let's uncover the third truth: love beyond possession. Imagine a heart so full it gives without grasping, a love that seeks nothing in return, yet transforms everything it touches. In a world where love is often tied to ownership, through commitment, exclusivity, or expectations, men who live alone can discover a purer form of love, one that transcends possession. This love, born in the quiet of solitude, is not about holding tightly, but about releasing freely, allowing others to shine as they are. Guided by Stoic philosophy and Carl Jung's profound insights, we'll explore how living alone cultivates a love that is boundless and selfless. Seneca, the Stoic sage, wrote, "If you wish to be loved, love." Letters from a Stoic. This simple yet profound advice points to a love rooted in giving, not taking. For the Stoics, true love lies in what we can control: our intentions, our kindness, our presence, not in controlling others or demanding their affection. When a man lives alone, he has the space to practice this principle. Without a partner's daily influence, he can reflect on how to love without attachment, offering care and support without expecting to possess or change those he loves. Carl Jung offers a complementary perspective through his concept of the collective unconscious, where all humanity is interconnected, the archetypes and the collective unconscious. In solitude, a man can tap into this shared essence, recognizing that love doesn't require ownership because we are already bound by a deeper unity. Jung's idea of individuation, becoming one's true self, also suggests that by embracing his own wholeness in solitude, a man can love others without needing them to complete him. This love is a gift, freely given, that enriches both the giver and the receiver. Take the story of Daniel, a 42-year-old teacher who chose to live alone after his siblings moved away. At first, Daniel felt disconnected, missing the close-knit family life he once knew. He often tried to steer his siblings' decisions, believing he knew what was best for them. But in the stillness of his solitary life, Daniel began studying Stoicism and Jung's works. He came across Epictetus. Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do, and you will go on well. Inspired, Daniel started practicing acceptance, supporting his siblings' choices without imposing his own expectations. He wrote them letters of encouragement, celebrated their successes, and listened without judgment. Over time, their bond grew stronger, rooted in mutual respect. Daniel also began volunteering at a community center, teaching children to read. He found joy in giving without expecting gratitude, realizing that this selfless love filled his life with meaning. You can cultivate this love beyond possession in your own life. Here are practical steps to guide you. Practice gratitude. Each day, reflect on one person you care about and appreciate their presence without expecting anything in return. This shifts your focus to connection over control. Engage in selfless acts. Volunteer your time or perform small acts of kindness like helping a neighbor without seeking recognition. These actions nurture a giving heart. Reflect on attachments. Spend 10 minutes journaling about relationships where you feel possessive. Ask yourself how you can love more freely, letting go of control. Embrace the present. When with loved ones, focus on the moment, shared laughter, a kind word, rather than worrying about the future of the relationship. Living alone offers a unique opportunity to love without possession, to give with an open heart, and find joy in others' freedom. As Seneca reminds us, true love is an act of giving, not owning. In solitude, you can forge connections that are deeper and truer, not because you hold others close, but because you let them soar. Let's embrace the fourth truth, accepting impermanence. Life is a river, ever flowing, never still. Moments sparkle briefly before they vanish, relationships shift like seasons, and even our deepest selves are reshaped by time. For men who live alone, this truth of impermanence is not a burden, but a beacon. By accepting that nothing lasts forever, they find a quiet strength, a freedom to live fully in the now, unburdened by the past or anxious for the future. Guided by Stoic wisdom and Carl Jung's insights, we'll explore how solitude becomes a sanctuary for embracing life's constant change. The Stoics, with their clear-eyed view of existence, saw impermanence as life's heartbeat. Marcus Aurelius, reflecting in his Meditations, wrote, "Time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by and another takes its place." This metaphor captures the fleeting nature of all things, urging us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, our presence. For a man living alone, solitude offers the space to practice this wisdom, to let go of what was and meet each day with fresh eyes. Carl Jung, a visionary of the human psyche, saw life as a journey of becoming. His concept of individuation describes how we grow by integrating life's changes, embracing each phase as a step toward wholeness. In solitude, free from external demands, a man can reflect on his evolving self, finding meaning in the ebb and flow of existence. Jung's insights suggest that accepting impermanence is not about loss but about discovery, opening the heart to life's endless possibilities. Meet Thomas, a 40-year-old carpenter who faced a profound loss when his long-term relationship ended. At first, Thomas was anchored in grief, haunted by memories of what he'd lost. Living alone, he felt the weight of change acutely. But, as he explored Stoic philosophy, he found solace in Seneca's words. "Everything flows and nothing abides, everything gives way and nothing stays fixed." Letters from a Stoic. Inspired, Thomas began practicing mindfulness, sitting quietly each evening to observe his thoughts without clinging to them. He took up pottery, shaping clay that mirrored life's malleability. Through these acts, he learnt to see change not as an enemy, but as a teacher, guiding him to a life of resilience and peace. You can embrace impermanence too. Try these steps. Practice mindfulness. Spend 5 minutes daily focusing on your breath, letting thoughts pass like clouds. This anchors you in the present. Reflect on change. Recall a past challenge and note how it led to growth. This builds trust in life's cycles. Let go of attachments. Identify one thing you're holding on to tightly, a memory, a goal, and practice releasing it, trusting new paths will open. Embrace uncertainty. View the unknown as a space for growth. Greet each day with curiosity, ready for what it brings. Accepting impermanence is a gift of solitude, freeing you to live with grace amid life's flux. As Epictetus taught, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. In this truth, you find peace, knowing you can navigate life's river with strength and serenity. Let's uncover the fifth truth, developing an independent identity. In the stillness of solitude, the clamor of the world fades, revealing the quiet pulse of your own heart. Living alone offers a rare gift, the chance to peel away the masks society hands you and uncover the person you were meant to be. Developing an independent identity is about crafting a life rooted in your own values, passions, and truths, not the expectations of others. It's the courage to stand as yourself, unapologetically, in a world that often demands conformity. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, taught, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." This wisdom lies at the core of an independent identity. When you live alone, free from a partner's influence or societal pressures, you can dive deep into self-reflection. You have the space to ask, what do I value? What ignites my soul? The answers guide you to choices that reflect your true self, building an identity that's yours alone. Carl Jung's concept of individuation enriches this journey. He believed that becoming whole requires integrating the conscious and unconscious parts of the self, forging a unique identity. Solitude is the perfect crucible for this process, offering uninterrupted time to explore your inner world, your fears, dreams, and untapped potential. In this quiet, you can weave these threads into a tapestry of self that is authentic and complete. Meet Elias, a 37-year-old financial analyst who felt trapped in a life of routine. Raised in a family that prized stability, he followed a predictable path, but his heart yearned for something more. After moving out to live alone, Elias found himself with evenings free from obligation. He dusted off an old guitar, a relic from his teenage years, and began playing again. The music stirred something deep within him. He enrolled in music theory classes, joined a local band, and started composing his own songs. Over time, Elias left his corporate job to teach music, embracing an identity as a musician and mentor. Solitude gave him the clarity to redefine himself, not as the world expected, but as his soul demanded. You can forge your own path too. Try these steps. Reflect on your core. Spend 10 minutes daily journaling about what matters to you. Values, passions, dreams. Let your inner voice lead. Try new ventures. Experiment with a hobby or skill you've always wanted to explore, like painting or coding. Discovery shapes identity. Set your own goals. Define success on your terms, whether it's a new career or personal growth, not societal benchmarks. Choose authenticity. Make decisions that align with your truth, even if they defy expectations. Be your own compass. Solitude is your canvas to paint an identity that's uniquely yours. As Epictetus reminds us, knowing who you are is the first step to living fully. In living alone, you find the freedom to become that person, shining with purpose and authenticity. Harnessing the power of stillness. In a world buzzing with noise and distraction, finding true stillness can feel like chasing a fleeting dream. Yet for men living alone, stillness is not just within reach. It's a transformative force. It's the quiet pause where the mind settles, the heart finds peace, and the soul speaks. By embracing stillness, you can uncover clarity, resilience, and a deeper connection to yourself, turning solitude into a wellspring of strength. Stoic philosophers revered the power of inner tranquility. Marcus Aurelius, reflecting in solitude, wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This captures the Stoic belief that stillness is a sanctuary, shielding us from external chaos. Epictetus echoed this, advising, "Keep silence for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly." By practicing restraint and reflection, we cultivate a calm mind, capable of navigating life's storms with grace. Carl Jung, a pioneer of psychology, saw stillness as a bridge to the unconscious. He believed quiet moments allow us to tap into hidden insights and archetypes, fostering self-discovery. Through practices like active imagination, where we engage with inner symbols, stillness becomes a path to wholeness, helping us integrate our deepest selves. Consider Alex, a 35-year-old software engineer living alone. After long work days, Alex felt overwhelmed by stress. Seeking calm, he began meditating for 20 minutes each, a practice that quieted his racing thoughts and sharpened his focus. On weekends, he walks in a nearby forest, leaving his phone behind. In nature's silence, he reflects on his goals, finding clarity and purpose. This stillness not only boosts his creativity at work, but also deepens his relationships as he listens more attentively to others. To harness stillness in your life, meditate daily. Start with 5 minutes, focusing on your breath. Use apps like Calm for guided sessions. Digital detox. Unplug during meals or before bed to clear mental clutter. Nature walks. Spend time outdoors, letting silence inspire reflection. Journal. Write thoughts to process emotions and gain insight. Mindful tasks. Engage in activities like cooking or yoga with full presence. Stillness is a gift of solitude, offering peace and purpose. As Seneca noted, nothing is a better proof of a well-ordered mind than a man's ability to stop just where he is and pass some time in his own company. Letters from a Stoic. Embrace it and discover the strength within. As the sun sets on the horizon, imagine a man standing alone, not in emptiness, but in the quiet power of his own presence. This is the truth about men who live alone, without a woman. They are not lost, but found. Through the lens of Stoicism, they forge a life of resilience, mastering their minds, as Marcus Aurelius did, choosing virtue over fleeting pleasures. Through the wisdom of Carl Jung, they dive into the depths of their shadow, embracing individuation to become whole, not half of someone else, but a complete soul, radiating purpose. This journey isn't about rejecting love or connection. It's about discovering the love that begins within, the kind that no external force can shake. Epictetus reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Jung echoes this, teaching that true freedom comes when we face our inner truths and emerge as architects of our own destiny. So, if you've ever felt the weight of solitude or questioned your path, know this: you are not alone in your aloneness. You are on the cusp of something extraordinary, a chance to craft a life of meaning, strength, and unshakable peace. Don't let society's whispers define you. Don't wait for someone else to complete you. The power is yours, right now, to shape a story that echoes across time. If this message stirred something in you, don't let it fade. Hit that subscribe button, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and join our community of seekers at Stoic Journal. Stay with us. Watch one of the suggested videos on your screen to dive deeper into the wisdom of Stoicism and Jung. Every moment you invest in this journey is a step toward becoming the man you were meant to be. You are enough. Your solitude is not a void, it's a canvas. Paint it with courage, with purpose, with truth. Until next time, live boldly, reflect deeply, and embrace the freedom of your own soul.